We left there. We started walking. We were trying to figure out. We were trying to figure out where the heck to go and whatnot. So we found our direction, started proceeding. We decided that we were going to attempt to go to Eden, even though Marty presented a very viable reason not to go.
Fuck Marty.
But the collective decided that it would be better to see and attempt to do something or not than not see and do nothing. So we are proceeding towards Eden. We found ourselves at the foothill of a mountain in the middle of a desert.
Did you eat both of those?
Surrounded by little tremors. Call them tremors for right now because they were basically tremors. We managed to escape some that thwarted our journey into the mountains, but also the mountains held a massive, giant, scary,
full-ass purple worm.
Just to fuck your day up. Yeah.
Fuck something up.
So we decided to not go that way because the settlements in there were already struggling as it appeared from our long distance look. Marty's little flying bee thing allowed us to see that they were not doing so well.
Hummingbird. Thank you.
Hummingbird. Humming jar. So after that we decided to do was it a hard left?
We're going towards the coast.
Right. So we head towards the coast and we're all trying to sleep. While we're sleeping, we're doing our shifts. There's a lot of shifts. Third shift pops around, and these guys start seeing worms. Well, second shift, I have no idea what start seeing worms. Third shift, worms get a lot closer. And then fourth shift, the worms are like, hey, yo, we're right up on you, bitch.
It's like the darkness before the sun starts to come up, but that shift is where it's like, the worms, like you've been hearing those same kind of sounds that you did when you saw the worms in person, where it's like that kind of dust blasting, the shrieking, the rumbling of the ground. It was off in the distance, and then as those kind of shifts went on, you weren't making a ton of noise, you were nice and quiet, so like they just slowly creep their way in, getting closer, and now in that fourth shift, they're close. Like, you know that they're there, and that if you don't do anything, they're probably going to be like right up on you, and if you do anything, they're also going to hear you, so like you're kind of in a predicament of like, what do you do? Like the first question that I want to start with is like, what does the camp look like, I guess? So like you've got your trailers, I'm sure you got some like tents or whatever, you got all the NPCs, like what does that look like that you guys set up at night? Because that's basically the situation that you're in right now. People sleeping, people up on watch. I don't know if you're waking people or not that aren't on watch. If you want to try and deal with whatever's going on. But the people on watch know that. Do you have any questions about the situation?
Nope. D&D 5th. Feats.
We got
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 1.
This is my imagination.
Is that on a paper plate?
I have nothing else in immediate range.
That works.
Fire in the center.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we got our 2 carts because we only had 2 of them left. Correct?
We actually check over sheets
we have
and
the
reference.
3rd craft
maybe?
cart still.
I'm certain you did. Is that in chat, maybe?
I'm not sure how many
Visuals.
carts we kept after
4
the
cards is what
worm.
you kept.
Oh, 4 carts?
Correct, yeah. Via
thought we-
IRAs. Because it's the 3 carts and then 1 craft card.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's the next
Okay.
one.
Well, I will attempt to incorporate that into my plate illustration. Alright, so fire in the center, obviously. This is the line towards the coast, or whatever.
So that line is pointing east to the coast. Just
That
double
way?
checking. Hey, there's a coast to the west. It's way further.
Well, east would.
Whichever way your east is.
I guess it's technically. Well. Okay. Anyway, so
Yeah.
east. Is,
That's the way to the coast. Moving on.
yeah. But yeah, people doing watch. I think the worms were coming up from this general direction.
Worms you're hearing from the west side, actually.
Oh, so they're
It's
literally
the
from this
opposite to the
direction.
coast.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Like,
so,
just kind of moving back and forth. You hear them just, like, all off of that range. You don't know how many. You just know you hear a lot of that same noise that you did when you saw those worms before.
all right. So, worms, outs, coast, watch, carts, fire in the center.
Perfect. And also, who was on that last watch?
I do
You're-
not remember who
Remember?
did all
Yeah, me neither.
all the watches.
I'm pretty sure I was last watch.
Whoever was...
Me and
whoever
one other
last
person.
watch, do you want to wake everybody up, or do you want to try and deal with this yourself?
I was on third watch, I think.
Right.
It's me and Baron?
I think
I think
so.
so.
Okay. We won't do anything until it's absolutely necessary.
Okay. You still hear that, like, the crackle of the fire behind you guys as you guys are setting up, or fucking just, like, sitting out there, keeping an eye on everything, trying to be quiet. But those spouts and noises keep getting closer. Baron's been trying to keep an eye on it, and he's... Give a roll. So he would know that they're probably about 100 feet away at this point, and they are moving closer. Those sounds have only gotten louder at this point. Are you doing anything at this point?
No, we're waiting till they come, like, danger close.
Okay. Because if you don't do anything there, they're gonna move in a lot closer. You hear another one of those, kind of in the shriek of that worm from underground. He estimates it's about 40 feet at this point. So, if his estimates are right, they're probably going to be on you in that next round. Who has dark vision? Who's up right now?
I have 120 feet. Just full darkness vision.
Are you
Yeah,
up though? Or are you
Same
resting?
same with
No,
Maze.
I'm sleeping.
Okay.
Yeah, I also have dark vision.
120.
Nice.
Yeah, you have the
Hell yeah.
devil's
Yeah.
devil's
Cool,
sight
yeah. So
thing.
you see these puffs getting closer as Baron's like, oh no, they're about fucking 100 feet, they're about 40 feet, like they're gonna get here in a second. What do you do?
I'll nudge awake whoever's like right by me, just like with my foot. As I've got,
I want to be by you.
I have an action prepared for when something pops out of the ground. So does Baron. I don't know who's by me.
You call
It's up to you guys.
Who wants to
You
be
can do
number
whatever.
5? Izzy, you're number 5.
Yeah.
Oh,
You are nudged awake.
alright.
My friend, we have problem.
I can see that.
Big problem.
Alright.
Possible problem.
What's the
You
plan?
hear the
There is no
crackling
plan.
of the fire as you're kind of kicked awake by your ally. I'll let you get all the way up if you want, so you don't have to waste your turn doing a thing. But as you feel that kick, as you're nudging your buddy awake, as everybody's kind of holding their silence, trying to be as quiet as possible, the fire extinguishes as you hear like a blast from kind of the earth bursting up and kind of engulfing it. Quick glance sees that this fucking worm is out strangling around, trying to like fucking get an eye of what's going on at this point. But it just extinguished the light source. So anybody who can't see in the darkness is now blind. Anybody who can't see in the darkness sees this worm wiggling around.
Can I use my prepared action?
You
Made a
can.
light
What's your
source.
question?
I made a light source that's a glowing rock. So
She did.
technically, that's
Okay.
still-
That wasn't in the picture that we were talking about, so My bad.
Yeah.
So if there's a light source, then you can't see, but the fire that was up is definitely engulfed, and you can now see this worm freaking out. NPCs start to wake up. You had at least 2 prepared actions, one by Avars and one by Baron, right?
You can only see 20 feet of light and 20 feet past that of dim light. So it's only like a 40-foot radius.
Don't worry, it's right on us.
Yeah, it's in the middle of your camp currently. NPCs fucking freaking out around.
Alright.
Ivars and Baron, did you want to use your prepared actions?
Yeah, I'm making an attack.
Cool, 15 to hit.
Okay, we're fighting.
That's a 17.
That hits.
9 damage.
Beans. It takes it. It shrieks, but it's still like wriggling around. Was Baron doing anything with his prepared action?
Do we have Baron's stats and everything? And abilities? Probably not.
I think they are in sheets and more.
Everything
Oh, we don't.
easier to hit. And you
He's a level
Okay.
4 with a bow. Generalize it. I'm not too worried.
So is it Baron's turn to hit right now?
Yeah, Baron's baking whatever prepared action Avars wanted.
level 4. Alright, it's a 15 to hit.
15's to hit.
He's gonna take the sharpshooter -5.
Okay.
Oof, he
What bonus does that give him?
totally fucking misses. Plus 10 to damage.
Gotcha. Well,
He totally misses.
okie doke. You see the worm kind of wriggle back underground as some of the NPCs start to like freak out, get up, and start to move around in a ruckus. They're making a little bit of noise. Everybody else at this point, it's your all's turn. Since the worms made their
We just
first
all
move.
awaken. We all awake at this point then?
Yeah, everybody's waking up to the screams of the NPCs after this worm bursts through the ground, making a bunch of noise. If you want to be asleep, you can be, but I would assume that wakes you all up.
Definitely not.
Benefit of the outside.
Present.
that 4d8.
What was that, Cat?
Good dice.
Of the people present, I'm trying to think of who the powerhouses are.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and bless myself. Who else hits really hard?
Lyra, if possible.
Yeah.
I would
Okay,
say.
myself, Ira, and who
This is
else
bless?
helps do a lot of damage?
Yeah, it's bless.
All of us are pretty equal after that.
That's true. Okay, I'll just give it to Izzy. So I'm gonna
Sure.
bless the 3 of us, and then I'm gonna ready my potion of contact poison,
Okay,
and that's gonna be dipped into my arrows.
sure. Got some readying and blessing. Anybody else want to do anything? You currently don't see any of these worms above ground. One just burst up in the middle, so there's like a little bit of a hole in the center of camp where that campfire was.
So it's back down.
It's backed under.
Okay.
I wake up out of my gay state and go, oh, what's going on now? And as soon as I say that, like, you just see mushrooms pop out of my entire body and just like spores and just
Oh,
like,
my
all this
stars!
weird shit going on.
Yeah, defense
burn one of
mechanism.
my, I spore up and burn one of my whatever
Wild shapes.
wild shapes.
Hell yeah. Cool.
Oh. I get ready for whatever's coming.
Is Wild Chip a bonus action or an action for you?
Give me a second on that.
Because if it's just a bonus action, I think you can still hold an action if you want to, but we can always come back to that. We got some other people who haven't done
Oh,
stuff.
it's an
What y'all
action.
want? Oh, it's a full action. Okay,
Minimize it.
never mind then. Ivars, Izzy, Maze?
Yeah, I'm definitely awake. I guess I'm just holding until
Eldritch
something.
Blast.
Do you
Pops
see
up again.
something?
Yeah.
Cool. Intention or
Do you see something to attack?
Yeah, until I see something.
There is a
Okay.
thing in the middle of the camp, right? It's like
There's
wiggling
the
about.
hole left. So it actually went back in after
Oh, okay.
after you guys took those shots on it.
Okay.
Can I like listen? Is there like can I listen for rubbling or like something coming from another direction?
Try it.
Absolutely. Go
Yeah.
ahead and roll me a perception.
It's a good one. It's not a good one. 6 plus. That's a solid 10. A passive of 13.
Had a full rest, right? Since last session, we're still in the same amount of spells and stuff.
One more time,
Yeah.
We haven't had
Spell
a full-
slots.
Yeah, spell slots haven't been correct.
Yeah,
Same.
you've not taken a long rest yet, so I believe Ivar still has a level of exhaustion.
Yep.
And then any spells or anything that are spent have been spent so far.
Okay.
And you said passive 13 rolled which one?
At 10.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you know that there's still some sounds coming off from the west side, and then there's like that general kind of rumbling underneath you, but it's not like at the surface where you can like see anything like tilling the ground, like those till marks you might have seen on the way down.
Gotcha.
That's one of the telltale marks of like they're above the surface, or like right at the surface levels, like they'll be like tilling the ground, leaving these like trails along the surface. But you don't see that currently.
Okay.
Sure.
So you're holding an action, Ivars?
Is there anything
NPCs
to like?
are kind of freaking out around you.
What?
The NPCs are freaking out after the thing burst out of the ground, woke everybody up.
They're really
So,
not
like,
battle
noise.
hardened by this point. Like it's been months, guys.
It's still like something coming out from under you in the middle of the night.
Still spooky.
They're humans.
Like it's not like this is normal, time to be quiet and be still, like the peasants. They're
I'll
freaked out about
shout.
this big ass worm.
I'll shout out to get up off of the ground.
Okay.
Onto what? The parts?
Doesn't matter. Literally anything.
Are you doing anything else after shouting?
Is it my turn?
Yeah, if you want. Everybody else is gone
Yeah,
so
go
far
for
except for you and Izzy. It's here at least.
Um.
We're gonna phase out the others for now.
I guess-
So.
Can I kind of keep an eye on the NPCs?
You can.
Like
yeah,
in that
absolutely.
general direction?
There's currently 16 of them.
Okay. And they're all in the same area.
Yeah, they're all in the camp. There's the 4 carts like Zach sketched out. So like with Avar saying like get off the ground, like they're probably going to be trying to get onto the carts.
Okay.
Um,
Well then,
carts can probably
can I
hold,
keep
like,
an eye
4
on the
apiece.
carts?
One more time?
Can I keep an eye on the carts?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on myself and then loudly jump on the ground
Okay. Cool.
to intentionally draw attention to myself.
Kind of like stomping your feet, making a whole bunch of ruckus.
Yep.
Cool. Izzy, you see your ally stomping on the ground, telling people to get off the ground. What do you
You've
do?
seen me cast this before as well.
Yeah. Terrain-wise, is it like just sand?
It's just like that dirty, like dirt rock. What did I call it? It was like, you know, when like the like mud gets super dry and it kind of cracks into those like hexagonal kind of shapes with like the grooves in between them. That's kind of what it is. Like imagine classic Samurai Jack. You know.
Maybe this.
apocalypse desert kind of thing,
Right.
but it's at night.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna silently, or like as quietly as I can, like feet gliding on the surface, like get to like the front driver's seat of one of the carts, and just hop in there and hold my sham to my lips and wait.
So you're trying to do it like stealthily almost,
Well, yeah, I'm just trying to
and then
not
hold an
make.
action.
Yeah, and then hold an attack.
Roll me a stealth. You know your ally's also stomping like crazy, so you're basically just trying to not fail on a stealth roll.
Stealth. Okay. Give
But
me
kind of make a little bit
sec.
of noise.
Uh, 24.
Yeah, easy. Yeah, you make it. You're super quiet, or like a Benny Gesserit, as you glide across the desert sand to the
Wow,
front seat.
good reference.
You can make it up onto the cart also if you want into the driver's seat.
Yeah, perfect.
Twice your level.
No, everything's frozen for me.
Oh, yeah. You get 5.
Okay, we can hear you
Frozen.
still.
Yeah, we can
Is
still
everybody
hear.
else frozen? I can't hear you.
No.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
Oh,
Hello?
Evan, please.
Hello?
Evan has now frozen for me though.
Yeah, same. Parma, come on.
Yeah.
Unfreeze.
Yeah.
You're back. Oh, Evan, you're back.
Oh, oh. Bene Gesserit.
Like,
Ah, yeah.
Wah, wah.
Did we fail? Okay, so yeah, you
Alright.
glide across. You make it up into the front seat if you'd like.
Yeah.
But you're super quiet about it. So
Yep.
just think I'm on. Oh, and I'm back. Okay, coolio. Aaron and Ira are not here. If we want to play them, we can.
I planned on
if
it.
not, then but they can take their actions before we go back to Wurm time.
I have Ira's sheet. I'm gonna say she like whispers a quick prayer and then like just walks to stay like within 10 feet of Baron, but not, or sorry, not within 10 feet of Baron, within 10 feet of Ivar's,
Mm-hmm.
and is holding an attack.
Okay. For when they see something, of course.
Yeah.
Okay. Was Baron also holding an attack again?
Yeah, he's getting ready to cast Hunter's Mark on the thing when it shows up.
Okay. That's everybody. So we'll go back to kind of NPCs and stuff. NPCs are gonna scramble, get on top of the carts and stuff. There's one or two that are still not on the cart, just trying to like climb their way on from getting up in the dark. But with Ivar's stomping, you're gonna hear this rumbling from beneath you, Ivars, as one of these worms kind of just tills the soil from under you in like a circle almost, and you kind of sink. And it's gonna try and make a little bite attack on you.
Just a little bite.
Well, it's an unfortunate first crit on ya.
You have to roll a wisdom save, I think,
I have
first.
to make a wisdom save. Okay. To
I
attack
think
him with
that's what it is for
Sanctuary.
Sanctuary.
Cool, yeah. Okay, so we'll do the wisdom save. 14. Is he wise enough, or is he a dumb worm? I don't know what I'm trying to beat with the wisdom save.
I don't know either.
14.
Sound,
is
it looks
Arm.
13. I can't hear Marty, even though the green ring like is appearing.
Can you hear me?
No, I can't.
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Yeah.
Does the 14 beat the wisdom save for Sanctuary?
No.
Okay. So does that just mean it can't hit you?
Let me double check.
I don't know what Sanctuary does.
That used to be what it is. I don't know if it
Yeah.
it still is. So let me
I think
double
it's
check.
something like it has to attack somebody else or it misses. It's like
Or
if it can
it
redirect
ruins
its
its-
attack, then,
its
then
thing.
it aims for someone else, but otherwise, it miss.
Yeah, I have it as it lasts for a minute. It's a wisdom check.
On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack.
But nobody else was near you, so it's just gonna lose the attack.
Yeah, it's got to get a 15 or above.
So it's up out of the ground trying to like strike around you, but it
Baron
misses,
has a
so
prepared
it's-
action.
Sure, yeah. Any prepared actions that you want to take?
Yeah, he's going to take a
Think
shot.
Baron...
Sharpshooter.
There you go.
Was Baron doing the hunter's mark?
Yes. And then
Okay.
on his turn, he's going to shoot.
Okay.
So we're
let's
just
do
going
the
to go
hunter's
back
mark
to back.
first, because then it'll like there's other stuff that's gonna happen, and then it'll go back to you guys. So if that was hunter's mark, I think also Ira
Okay.
had a held action.
Yes, I
Okay.
did.
So now it's hunter's marked, so they get a bonus.
Oh, beauty.
I don't know what hunter's mark does, but if that was the held action, then that would also apply to them. Oh,
Yep, give me 1
it's definitely
second.
gonna
23.
hit. Definitely gonna hit.
Okay.
And remember, 15's to hit the worms if you either get a crit or if you get 10 over. So if you roll a 25 or more, that's also a crit. And then you just do double damage.
Just a
Oh,
reminder
I
that
should have
please-
announced that they were going to do Great Weapon Master. I didn't. That's my bad.
If you'd like, you
Um,
can. No worries. This is not your
Okay.
character. I'm not
That's just a
gonna...
1d4 to an attack with save.
It only
Oh,
aff-
because of
18
the
would
bless.
Okay.
Hunters only
Nice.
affects Baron.
Oh,
Alright, I'm going to figure out the damage. Please, somebody else go in the meantime. It's going to take a second.
who else had a held action?
Just Baron and Ida.
Just Baron and Ira? Okay, just double checking.
And
Okay.
and Izzy.
Oh, and Izzy, you had a...
Yeah.
Go for it. If you want to use it on this.
Give me a second. I'm still calculating the damage.
Okay.
Um,
While you're calculating, Ira, you hear another one of that kind of rumbling from the west side, and it's going to try and come up and strike at you. It's going to make it a wisdom save. That one's going to be a 16. 16
To me?
right? Correct. Because
Yeah.
you're stomping on the ground trying to make a bunch of noise. You're trying to be that tank almost, right?
Sure.
okay.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm reading from that
What's
action,
the
so,
what's the to hit?
it's going to be 14 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay. So there's currently 2 worms wriggling about near
Love it.
you, trying to strike at you, but everybody else is without outside of range.
I think I've got something for this. I don't. Jokes.
Ira is going to deal 22 slashing damage and 7,
Jesus.
7, I think, radiant or necrotic. One of those two.
Wait, 22
She a warlock?
7?
Has the plus 10 to from Great Weapon Master. That's why I was saying.
Check if
We can
it's
take that off if you want.
bloodied or not.
Because it's D12, which was a 9, plus 3, so it's 12,
Hell
plus
yeah.
the 10. And then the 7 is her Divine Fury ability.
So
Oh,
it's
hell yeah.
22 plus 7, plus the 9 that was dealt before.
Yes.
No, just flat. 22 plus
Oh.
7 is their full damage.
Okay. So it's bloodied at this point. Like, it's fucking torn up from that strike. At least the first one, if you're dealing it all to that first one that was struck.
Better run away, bitch, before I cover you in mayonnaise.
And then Izzy's also gonna fire at it. Hits with an Eldritch Blast. And that's 13 damage, I think.
Okay. Yeah, it's not. It's looking bloodied for sure. At least that first one is. The second one's still unscathed, unless you wanted to deal that damage to it.
No, I wanted to go after the damage one.
Cool.
Retreat, foul beast.
Cool. Who else wants to do some things?
Avars.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Avars wants to do some things.
Mm-hmm.
I got 2 on either side of me.
Correct. One on either side of you, 2 total, not 2 on either side.
Right. 2,
Suddenly there's 4.
2, comma, on either side of me. Great. Yeah. I'm gonna stick my... Ida's on one of them, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I am going to poke the bloodied one with the rapier.
Okay.
Do I get advantage?
It's on the other side.
What would
Correct.
advantage be from?
Her being in combat with it.
Yeah, it does inherently. It doesn't. No, sorry. It doesn't give you advantage unless you're counting it flanking, but it does definitely give you sneak attack inherently.
Sneak attack it would. We're just gonna not do flanking because that's yeah.
15.
15 hit.
Hey. S- 9 damage.
Takes a 9 damage. It's battered currently. It's looking real beat up.
Lovely. Baron's gonna take a shot at the same one.
Okay.
Oh hell yeah. That's a 15 to hit.
15 hits.
Nice. I believe he has a longbow. So that's 20 damage. Wait, nope. Plus Hunter's Mark. 25.
Yeah, it pierces through and the worm goes limp on the ground. So there's just one next to you currently.
Okay, he's gonna use his bonus action to move the Hunter's Mark to the other one.
Okay.
There's one more left, right?
Yeah.
There's one that you can see next to Ivar's, yeah.
And we
Can
have
I use the Eldritch Blast?
Mhm.
It's 120 feet. Am I
Yep.
in range?
totally.
Okay,
For sure.
cool.
And then we'll do Sabina.
It's 1d10, but then I get.
You gotta roll to hit it.
While we're rolling, Sabina, what are you doing?
Totally hit it.
I am
Yeah,
going to
17.
try to hit it with my bow,
15
or like a
hitting it,
arrow,
so-
but it's been dipped in poison. So
Sure.
there's a saving throw of 10. If
Roll
not,
the hit first.
okay.
So 7. Okay.
And then it gets pushed.
Wow, that actually didn't hit. That was a 10.
So you can mark that arrow off. Then we can try and scavenge it later if you'd like.
Okay.
Did you want to do anything else on your turn?
No, I think I'm gonna just keep trying that attempt while keeping an eye on everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Maze, did you end up dealing damage?
Yeah, I did 7.
Hits on a
And then it
17.
pushes it 10 feet away.
Hell yeah.
7 or 17?
Oh, I hit for 17, and then I did damage
Okay.
for 7.
And then 7 damage. Okay,
Yeah.
and you pushed it?
Push
10
it
feet.
10 feet.
10 feet.
Okay, so it kind of gets pushed out of the ground, kind of pulled
Okay.
out of its little hole. But yeah, it's out of the. Out of the
I was
ground. There's
wondering
still
what
a
that
bit
would
of
look
it
like.
underground.
Push it straight up into the air.
Yeah.
Give it fall damage.
You could try. It's still like.
No, you gotta
part of
be
it's still
directly
in
under
the
it.
Ground,
Yeah.
But it's like getting weaseled out of the little hole.
Is this just people that had their actions readied still?
No, this is full turn.
This is
So it's
full
a full
turn.
turn. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, heard. Well, then yeah, I'm making it back too.
Hell yeah.
What's the closest?
You see the one that is near Ivar's currently. Currently pushed either away from it or up into the air. I don't know which one.
Okay. How far away is it?
How far away do you want to be? Do you want to be melee range, 10 feet, 15 feet, 30 feet? Like, inside of camp, I would expect to be about 30 feet across with all the carts and stuff, right?
I was in camp and I woke up my last turn, so I'm probably still sitting on my bedroll. Seeing all these things popping out, sporing up. I'm gonna go ahead and run at the one that Ivar's pulled out of the ground.
Sure. Maze pulled it out. Of the
Maze
ground,
pulled it out,
of
yeah.
course. Yeah.
The knockback. And I'm gonna go ahead and use Ice Knife on it.
Okay, what does that do?
It's a D10 as far as damage goes, and oh shit, hold on. Okay, didn't do it. So 10 as far as damage goes, and then it's got to make a. Let me see. Needs to make a. Sorry. Every target within a 5-foot range needs to make a successful dexterity check. or suffer an extra 2d6 cold damage.
Including allies, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but luckily it's like far enough away. Or pushed at least at this point.
Well, I'm trying to shove it into this thing and the other one on the other side, essentially.
So the one on the other side is actually down already. That got thrashed by y'all.
Oh, the beat up
So there's
one is
one
already...
above the ground.
Okay. Oh, I got a 16 to hit.
16's gonna hit. 15 is what you're trying to hit on these guys.
Okay, cool. So, and that's 9 damage, piercing. Then one else has to make a dexterity check except for the worm. So the worm has to make a dex check.
Oh boy, 22.
Yeah, he wriggles out of that.
Plus.
So, everything, the ice explodes and he suffers no cold damage.
Oh,
but
just
he still
19.
takes-
Sorry. Still pass.
Yeah, still passes.
Cool. Who else has not gone this round?
Cat?
Cat made her bolt attack.
Oh, right.
So if everybody's gone,
I think.
Maze, you're gonna hear some rumbling from the west side. You're gonna hear 2 puffs of dirt, kind of that same shrieking that you've heard in the past when you've seen these things, as 2 of these worms burst up under 2 of the carts, trying to strike at the noise from the people that are trying to climb up on it. So it'll be the 2 western side carts that are being blasted apart from underneath. I'm gonna roll attacks to see if they actually hit anybody. One's gonna hit one NPC, and then one's gonna hit the other NPC on the other side.
Are they attacking
Ivar's
the
rolling a
carts?
d20 for me.
Are they attacking the carts themselves?
They're just kind of blasting through at the carts.
Okay. Worms are attacking the carts that you're watching.
Oh, I mean,
Meanwhile, the worm that's next to you is gonna try and make a wisdom save to attack you. 17's gonna pass it, right?
To me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll hit. 14 AC.
Okay, so 19's gonna be the hit, and it's gonna deal 11 damage to you.
Dope.
It currently has you grappled, also.
Do I not get to roll anything for that?
You can with disadvantage if you'd like, because you're exhausted.
It's what, athletics?
I believe it's strength, so athletics is strength, yeah.
Yeah, it's a 7.
You are grabbed.
so wait, I was gone. How many worms are there now?
2?
So there's 3.
So one more
worms.
popped
3.
up.
Two
Two more
struck,
popped up.
one on each of the carts on the western side of camp, and then the one that was fighting
Me.
that was left next to Ivar's has just both struck and grappled him. The
I am not
NPCs
looking good.
The NPCs kind of go flying off the carts. They're going to take a little bit of damage from falling, but 2 of those carts just got blasted apart.
Can we roll attacks?
One more time?
Can we roll attacks? They all have.
yeah,
They're all armed, and have been trained for the last several weeks.
Sure.
How many attacks?
So that's going to...
6.
Like
it's
half
12.
of them have having spears ready or something.
Right. So like you can do like 2 per, but it's gonna be like the d20 plus like minimum, so plus 1 we'll say, since you've been training with them.
It's a 15 and a 17 to hit.
2 of them hit. We're gonna do the d4 minus 1 for damage.
They're spears. They're
These guys,
D8s.
These are untrained buds. They are not classes.
Spear doesn't
They're
care how trained you are.
D8 minus 1 then.
Huh?
D8 minus 1.
That's a 4 and a 3.
Alrighty. Alright, yeah, they take that damage.
Cool.
And
And then there's two for another worm.
Okay, so
That was the first
two
pair.
hit. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay, sorry, I thought 2 hit total.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
2 for the first one and then 2 for the second.
17 and a net 20.
Wow, disgusting. So yeah,
I'll like
D
on-
minus 1 and then
on
D
stream
minus 1
here.
times 2. Hey, do it to it.
for later reference. First D8's an 8, so 16 on that one, and a 1.
Okay, 17. That's still a lot of damage.
That's a
from,
lot. Yeah, caught him on
From some
the
NPCs.
upswing.
And it is back to you guys. So there's currently 1 worm grappling Ivars, and then 2 that just thrashed a whole bunch of carts apart. So 2 of your carts are destroyed. That's on
Dope. I got my work cut out for me. Is Ida engaged with the other one?
They can engage
I
with
think-
whoever they'd like.
I will wait for
think
Ida to
technically-
engage.
Yeah. Good.
You guys want to start with Iris' turn then?
Yep.
Yeah. Ida's gonna run over there and
Mhm.
we'll rage first.
Sure. Bonus
Then
action
run
rage.
over. Yeah, and then run over and slash. Slash. Really good. They're both cards are decently far apart, right?
Correct.
Yeah, understandable. 15 minus. Oh, does 15 flat hit?
15 flat hits.
Beautiful. Great.
Okay, actually.
That's gonna be. I think this time it's 30, so it's 22 again plus 8.
And which one is this on? One of the cart
Um,
ones, or the one fighting?
The one
Iris?
fighting me.
Yeah, the one fighting Ivars.
Okay. It's bloodied.
Does it let go?
It does not let go though.
Ooh.
You're like it's you haven't. It's crapped on you.
Yep.
Oh wait, sorry. Rage damage plus 2. 32.
Fair enough.
Hell yeah.
Two. Still bloodied.
Hell yeah, brother.
I figured.
Oh yeah.
Alright, I'm doing my thing. Gonna
Okay.
try to attack
You can
it.
try and struggle out, or you can attack.
Ah, it's so close to a crit. It's a 19.
That hits.
That sucks. That sucks. 6 damage.
6 damage. All right, it takes it. Still grappling on you, trying to wrestle you around.
Can I use a move to try and get out?
It would be an opposed grapple
Athletics,
to try and lose
yeah.
your action. Yeah,
It's an athletics, right?
yeah, but that would be an action instead. So-
Not a movement.
Correct.
Stinky. Alright.
Yeah. But you gotta fight it off, not just run away from it when it's got you
Yep.
held.
Yep.
So currently Ivars and Ira have gone. Maze, Izzy, Rum, Cat,
Baron's gonna take a shot.
Baron can take a shot.
It's a 15 hit. A lot of 15s.
15 hits.
Longbow. 5 plus 3 is 8 plus 4, 12 damage. 12.
Cool.
Alright. That's it.
All right.
Okay, can I cast Hex on one of the ones by the carts?
Sure. What's Hex do?
Bonus action.
Bonus d6 damage and disadvantage on an ability check of their choice
Strength.
are the main things.
Do strength.
Yeah,
On strength.
definitely.
And then can I move towards and melee attack?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna move forward towards it and melee attack
Okay.
with. Sorry.
North or south, we'll say.
I don't think it matters.
So 1d8.
They've taken different amounts of damage, is all. Both on the west
Go to hit.
side, but
7 plus 6, 13.
13 to hit.
15's gonna be the hit. So
Okay.
that one misses.
Does Hex give
Did
you a
we have
bonus
a
to
bless
hit?
on that one or anything? Or
No, it was Ira,
Okay.
Izzy, and Cat, I think.
Yep. That's that. It is hexed though.
Yeah.
X is good.
It's... All right.
Izzy, Grum, Cat.
Izzy is going to, respectively, hex the other one that is attacking the card.
Okay.
Warlocks,
Also
man.
disadvantage to strength checks.
Hunter's mark on the one on Ivars, and then hex on both of the others.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Basically all the same thing.
And then unload another, because that's a bonus action, unload another Eldritch Blast out of my Sham,
Okay.
which is an 8.
Does not hit.
I'd
God damn it.
brutal.
We were doing so well.
These warlocks, man.
Fucking warlocks, man.
A lot of 15s. Don't use them all up.
Yeah.
All right. Did you have anything else to do on your turn, or you,
That
otherwise
is,
you got Grum and Cat?
I think everything. Yeah.
Cool. Grum, what you got?
It's the nearest. The nearest one to me is still the one that has Ivers.
Yeah, if you'd like.
Correct.
Yeah, it can be whichever one you'd like at this point. You know where all of them are. You're not within range unless you want to be.
Well, I basically made damn near a touch attack on the last one that I attacked. I think that had Ivars in it, so I'm
Okay.
right there next to Ivars's.
Cool.
I am going to go ahead and use Primal Savagery,
What's that going to do?
and it is a touch attack. It lasts for 1 round. It's an instant use, and
Ooh,
I basically get to use a melee attack against this creature, but with poison
Bless you.
damage.
nice. Hell yeah.
It's the
Bless
damage,
you,
yeah.
whoever sneezed.
Thanks.
But yeah.
15 up.
Whoa.
It's a 17.
That is.
All right, then.
Alrighty. That up real quick.
How far up?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright, so that does. That
Fucking love Chris.
does 7 acid damage. 7 acid damage.
Hell yeah. It takes it. It is battered currently, so it's looking pretty fucked up. Beyond bloody, which is half.
Getting there.
Cool. Can you do anything else on your turn?
I moved and made an attack. Oh,
I don't know if
didn't
you have like a
move.
bonus action. Yeah, if you want to move, you can.
Yeah, I can't really do anything else. I'll step back like 10 feet.
Cool. That takes us to Cat. Cat, what you do? You see everything going on around you at this point.
I was just curious, how close are they, each one?
They can be as closer as far as you want at this point. Since you're not like currently entangled with any,
Okay.
if you want to be in melee range, that just means you're going to be up on one. If you want to move away, then you might take an opportunity attack.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Ooh,
Hey.
19. Okay, I'm going to...
Don't drink beer a lot?
Is there one that's worse for wear?
The one on Ivar's currently, the one that's grappling him, is the worst for wear. The other two have taken a little bit of damage from the NPCs as they broke the carts, but that's the one that's taken the most amount of damage cumulative.
Okay, I'd like to choose one that didn't. So, what are the other
The
ones?
north cart has taken 7, the south cart has taken 17.
Let's do the 7. I'm gonna hit it with a bow. I rolled a 19.
Definitely gonna hit. 15 hit these guys. And then
Hell
there's also
yeah.
I'm sorry, what's the Bane on it or something?
Sorry?
Somebody put something on this one. I know there's Hunter's Mark on the first one, and then
Oh, there's Hex.
Hex.
Those
Hex.
only-
What?
Those only do things for them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
for the
just
people
for the
who
people.
cast
Okay,
text.
gotcha. Okay.
So
As long as they remember then.
can you do a saving throw? It needs to be a 10.
It makes it.
It does.
What's
all
saving
the
throw?
same.
Because it's 18
it's
plus.
It's all
Or
the same.
possibly minus, but it's gonna pass either way, I think.
False. Brutal.
Yeah, it's for the poison effect. Okay, that's fine. And then
Times +4. I would assume that's the poison.
It's a constitution, right?
it would be a
Damn.
D4 for a minute.
Yeah, it passes.
I hate math. Okay, 11 damage. Done.
Ouchie ouchie. 18. Do you
Civilians.
have a bonus action after that?
Why?
Because you use your action, you can move if you want, but it's like action, bonus action,
Got
movement.
it.
If you have like a second action, I don't know if your class has a second action at this level.
Don't think so.
Okay,
I'm assuming I can't shoot a second arrow.
that would be a second attack if you had that action.
Okay, I don't.
But if you don't have a bonus action, that's okay.
Okay.
That just takes us to the worms.
Great. Oh, really quick question.
Yep.
I have a spell that helps in a saving throw, but it's a
Not
touch action. I feel like that would only be able to be used when someone is responding to a direct attack. Is that when I can use that? It's like I'll use once only cantrip.
It's like if somebody's like dying, maybe like you could probably use it on like a death save.
What's the name of the spell?
Yeah. What do you? What is?
Resistance?
Oh, resistance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, resistance is something you use on yourself,
Yeah.
and it acts. So if you're about to receive an attack, or someone's right up in your face, and it can't make an attack on their turn, but they're right there going to make an attack,
You can
Right.
like, buff
use
yourself up.
resistance.
Yeah.
Resistance allows you whatever, +2 plus whatever to your whatever. I don't know. In 3.5, it was you get a resistance to an energy-based spell.
No,
so if
it
it
was-
like lightning or fire.
It was
Yeah,
+1 to your
Already
saves.
Too much. Already too much. We're gonna
It
confuse.
was +1 to your saving throws.
But I
But
just,
so yes, you can use it on
I
yourself.
felt like you could
to
also
buff
use it on
yourself.
other people.
Or you can use it on
use it
somebody
on
else
other
if you're in touch range of them.
You gotta be.
You just need to
slap on
physically
the back.
touch them.
Yeah. That'll take us to the worms. So the one with Ivars is going to pull itself underground.
Bring it,
Ivars,
bitch.
you're going to what's that?
Bring it, bitch.
12 is not going to hit you, but you're currently underground with this worm.
I don't get to fight back.
20. One more time.
I don't get to fight back.
On your turn, you can, but it's got you
Okay.
grappled at this point, so it's just yanking you under since it made it a whole round back to its turn to do its action to pull you under.
Didn't it
It
get
didn't hit. One more time.
Didn't it get pushed 10 feet away?
Yeah, but it's still like it's no longer than 10 feet, so it's
Okay.
pulled out of the ground. It pulls itself back in.
Oakley
but
dokley.
you're basically 20 feet underground at this point in this worm tube.
Love it.
It missed on its bite, so you're good, not taking any extra damage, but you're also pretty far away from everybody else. The worm at the north cart's going to strike at one of the NPCs around it and hit, and the one in the south is going to strike at one of those NPCs and also hit. They both die.
Oh.
So 2 NPCs just died.
Okay.
And then something
About time.
Well,
Less to worry
listen,
about.
Gone 7 episodes.
they lasted a long time.
You sure have.
there's
Let's take a quick breakerino, and then we'll be back to your turn. Coolio?
Dope.
Coolio.
Sick. Yeah.
Sickly pickly. Oh my god, I have so many farts to let out.
Go let out all your farts.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Shoots himself after the farts comment. Fucking. Still can hear him on fucking Maze's computer. There you go. Oh boy. Yeah, we can hear you still. Not very well, but.
To say that fight went a lot better once I started listening to Sam Smith quietly in the background.
Are we the first ones back? Nope.
Sabina never
There's
left.
a fluffy nugget on the couch.
Fluffy Nugget looks bigger.
Yeah,
he
he
looks-
was about 26 pounds.
Twice as big as I last saw him.
He pretty much is.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Good job, little dude. You're doing great.
Yeah, he'll be 75 pounds in no time. You just won't see him as a little puppy next time you see him.
It's as
No,
big as you
all
are.
doggos are puppies.
Forever.
Hey. We just found out, this is super funny. I was weighing him to figure out how much he weighed, and I found out that Toddler's his weight is mine and the puppy's together. Like, exactly.
There you
He's
go.
just a puppy's weight more
Roommate.
than me. Huh.
Nice. Nice.
I realized, Lindsay, you don't know the puppy's name.
Oh yeah, you were trying to
I don't
figure it out
either.
last time.
Yeah, so his name's Gryffindor,
Oh, you went with Harry Potter.
of course.
That's so
Actually, it was
cool.
my roommate's idea. But we call him Griffin or Finn.
Finn is good. I like Finn.
Yeah, Finn's cute.
Finn.
Is that the spot right there?
Finster.
He looks more like a
Finn.
Slytherin to me. Call him Sil.
Slith.
Slith. Slithy.
Yeah.
The fact he's being so calm right now is kind of creeping me out. Don't understand.
It's getting older.
Yeah, he's just an old man now.
Like, a few hours ago, he was trying to pull off my outfit with his teeth.
Mm.
Same.
Chris, do you have any more cat or hats?
Chris.
Not Chris. Oh, Zach. Zach. Do you have any more hats?
Yeah, can we get a
Funny.
tour?
Oh.
I want to see all your
I'm
hats by the end of the
stationary.
night.
I sat down and I'm not moving.
But no, he's ginormous. We're so big.
Big man.
Whoa, graphic nudity.
Yeah, TOS,
Oh, sorry,
TOS.
have you never seen boy parts before? I know, these might be a little bigger than yours.
That's true. That's fair enough.
Yeah, I have small feet. Stop making fun of me about it. You close that door, at least slightly.
Oh, I forgot
Nice.
to turn off the camera. Oops. Well, I have a video.
Where'd the
of
red light
myself.
go? Come back here, sir.
Oh man, Daddy DM is back.
Gang, gang.
Daddy!
Dang.
Father.
Yes.
Father.
Oh, papa, papa.
Papa.
Careful. You might start
That's not
getting
Papa.
blood.
That's Pop Pop.
We can start singing
In
again.
Texas, it's Poppy.
Ew.
Let me see if I can do this one also.
Oh, by the way, we have a dice monster. He thinks that they're food.
I did too the
Oh.
first year I played.
Yeah. Depends how shiny they are.
Come on.
Sometimes it's just tempting.
D20, more like D yummy.
I mean, they still kind of are tempting.
Oh.
Not gonna lie.
I mean, I guess the metallic ones kind of taste.
Like
Yummy.
pennies.
Blood.
Yeah.
I too like to eat rocks.
So does this one. Rocks, concrete, dirt, sticks, leaves,
Yeah.
paper.
Can relate.
Alright. We got like
Just take.
half an hour before I gotta off.
Always sleepy.
Oh.
Sorry.
Your boy. Alright.
It was bedtime.
Anyway.
I think we're all back.
I think so. So yeah, Ivar's just got pulled underground. Two NPCs just got thrashed apart by some worms.
Mm.
What are you guys doing?
So there's no way of saving these NPCs.
Fighting back.
They took 11 damage, and they have 10. So, like, if you want to go and try and
Heal them back up to 1.
stabilize them, you can, but that's an action to try and do. Like, that's up to you if you want to try and do that. They just got fucking thrashed like crazy, though.
Yeah.
Can I? Well, see, if I cast Spare the Dying, does that mean I can only help one?
Yeah.
If it only affects one, yeah.
1 a turn.
Unless you have, like, a bonus action.
They still
and
have
you can do
several
something
turns
else,
to
but-
die.
Right, there's 14 left. So, you've got
now.
others to deal
Person's
with.
life.
Oh, I know. I'm just... This is the situation, so you're aware.
Yeah, you
Save the
can
ones that are
keep
alive.
one alive per turn. Sorry,
Alright.
what was that?
The two western carts are still cool. 4 people on each of those, but the 2 on the east got thrashed apart, and 1 NPC on each of those is now thrashed, but there's 3 NPCs up. We can do the same order as last time, because you have our Baron and then a couple NPCs that can make actions.
Can I attack?
If you'd like.
I certainly would.
Just lay there, take it.
It's a 17.
17 hits. Big money.
It's an 8.
Damage.
Plus 3, 11.
It goes limp around you.
Yes! Suck it!
You are
Just how
20
it's
That's it,
feet
baby.
in this.
I will
underground
use my
currently.
movement and bonus to get myself out. Just pull its jaws open and
So it's gonna be.
not.
Do you have like a climb speed?
No one has a climb speed, Evan.
I don't know.
Technically, no. Ira does. Technically, Ira does.
Some people can have a climb speed, bud. That's why I
Sucker.
ask these things. I'm not just being a butthead. I mean, it's going to be half your movement to try and move out as an
Dope.
action to attack, so you can move half your movement
Dope.
out of this hole.
I'm 5 feet from the top of the hole.
Okay. All right.
Baron's gonna take a
Baron,
shot
Ira,
at the one
yeah.
who whipped on some peeps that he has his mark on.
Sure thing.
The nat 20, baby!
Oh,
Womp 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 womp! Camera can't pick it up, but just trust me. I'll text it to you.
you're good.
D8. Suck it! The 14 plus 3, 17.
Nice.
Plus 10 is 27.
Okay. Yeah, it's bloodied. Just add an extra 10 on there, why don't you? My goodness.
Welcome to feats.
All right. Yeah, he
Yeah.
picks it up.
Martial classes be like.
Ira?
So that one. There's just the 2 by the carts, right? That are left?
Correct. That you can see, yeah.
Yeah. By the wrecked carts.
Oh, I didn't even
One
add
from
the
northeast
6
and
from
then the
hunters.
Southeast.
Hold on, add another 6
Oh, good.
Will do.
from hunter's mark.
Ira's gonna run to the one that Baron just hit
Mhm.
in her rage and hit it. Hit it good.
She does.
Hopefully.
Get her done.
Obviously, Great Weapon Master. That's 14.
15 to hit.
She's
Just
blessed.
misses off.
She's blessed.
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
plus a D4, so at minimum.
So
plus
At a
six,
minimum
it's gonna
15.
hit. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. That hits. Looks like it's gonna glance off and then right into that kind of notch as the spines all kind of into the back. What's this damage?
It balanced out. That's gonna
Balanced
be
Oh, whatever.
3 radiant damage, and then
11 plus 10.
24. 24
Oh, we
slash.
bounced out, did it?
Yeah. It did. That's still less than usual. Somehow. Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
plus
it's-
2. So
it is-
26.
It is on death's door currently. It's a meaty boy.
the
I
full
think
turban.
that's all Iris can do. Yeah.
Alright. Maze, Izzy, Grum, Cat.
Cat is going to cast Spare the Dying for one of the NPCs.
Okay. And that stabilizes, right?
Correct.
Cool. Burn your spell.
Oh, it's not a spell, it's a cantrip. I could do this all day long.
Okay. Takes your action.
Spits out.
Anybody else have things?
You're up.
I'll go. Okay, I'm gonna use Booming Blade on the one that I hexed.
Mm-hmm.
It's also got her hex.
Opposite of one
Correct.
that Baron had
So
his
it's
hex
gonna
on.
take my. Oh, it's a roll.
15 hit.
Yeah.
Yep, it's a 19.
Cool.
Actually, no, never mind. It has to be a natural 19. Jokes.
So,
Yeah, so that. Plus 4,
14.
plus one of these. So 17 damage, and if it moves, it takes another
Hell
d8.
yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Love to
Yeah,
hear it.
take that.
Um,
Remind me if I move the. It's the one on the south that has the hex for maze.
Correct. If it moves at all in any direction.
Cool. Including.
one that just got attacked is the one that, not the one that got hit by Baron and Ira,
Not the
right?
hurt one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They got a different hex on that one.
Okay. Izzy is going to bonus action to Healing Word the other civilian that did not. That was
took a
not
big ol'
healed
strike.
by. Yeah, the one that was not saved
Cool.
by.
It's gonna
Cat,
smile at
it's-
you and now thank you.
And it's gonna get, I think, 6 hit points.
That stabilizes it for sure.
Beautiful.
Any amount's gonna bring it back to at least alive, but if it takes another strike, like one strike's gonna kill it.
And then
But both
I'm
NPCs are stabilized and down.
Beautiful. And then I'm gonna. You said this one was really beat up, right?
The one to the north, yeah.
That's too tempting. I'm gonna cast
Do
Vicious.
it.
No, sorry. Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast. It's not gonna hit. Oh wait, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. So it does hit. It's 8 plus 6 is 14 plus at least 1. Beautiful.
14 damage plus 1? Or you have 14
no.
plus 1 to
That's the
hit.
hit.
Okay.
The hit.
Roll damage.
8 plus 7 plus 11 total.
And what's this blast look like? It's just like
It's-
force damage?
It's literally a sonic wave that comes out of my Sham.
Okay. Yeah, you crush it into it, and it kind of starts seeping out this yellow, kind of viscous acid from its mouth. But it is down.
Hell yeah.
That'll take us to Grum.
Is there one within 120 feet of me?
There's one left around you. The one at the southeast cart.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Chill Touch on it. Actually, no. I'm gonna go ahead and use Entangle and try and get this bitch stuck. I can't retreat underground, anything like that. So I'm gonna
Ooh,
cast
good.
Entangle.
Fuck yeah. And that moves its movement to 0. Difficult or is it? It's difficult terrain, right?
A creature in the area with the spell succeeds, is restrained.
What save do I have to make on it?
A restrained creature it has to make a dexterity saving throw.
17. Just a flat 17.
That'll
No
be
dex
enough
bonus.
to that'll be enough to get it out of entangled.
So it's not tangled, but it's still in that difficult terrain tangled area, right?
Yeah, it just receives disadvantage on stuff. That's all.
Okay.
Oh,
It's still in that tangly area though, so that's good. Did you have a bonus action?
no. I mean I can move, but I can't really do anything with my movement. So
Okay.
I'm good on that.
The remaining worm is going to, in this tangled up area, move its distance to the closest NPC to it, pulling its kind of tail out, and you can see this little spine off the end that you would assume it's also using to strike things with when it's out of the ground. It's going to make one attack on an NPC near it, one's going to hit, and the second on the tail, which is also going to hit. So 2 NPCs just went down, but it used all of its movement to even get over to the first one and out of the ground. So it's completely out.
Yikes.
In this tangled area. 2 NPCs downed again. These are from the north cart. I believe if everybody just focuses fire this round, you can probably fuck it up pretty bad. But it's
do
up
it.
to you guys.
Yes.
Yeah, hit.
Do the things.
Do you want to roll some damage?
Do we have to roll to hit?
You have advantage to hit from it being in the tangle, right?
Yeah, it suffers disadvantage. So.
Okay.
And melee people can't really get to it, right? Because of the entangle.
We can say, because like the tangle's around it, so you'd be
Oh,
moving
okay.
to it and then just a little through the tangle, so we can absolutely say melee's move to it.
It's 13 for me.
13 damage.
Produce flame.
Awesome. It's bloodied.
NPCs attacking because they haven't in a while.
Let's do some NPC damage and then we'll get to everybody else finishing up on it.
1 hits for 6.
Awesome. Maze Izzy Grum Cat.
Izzy's gonna Eldritch Blast it for 15 damage. Ira's going to swing
Yeah.
and miss for, didn't want to get step on this spiky stuff, just didn't get close
Shoot
enough.
lasers.
Fair enough. It glances off. Showing off a little bit much. Maze Grum Cat, right?
Eldritch blast that bitch.
Eldritch
Blast it.
Say the thing.
Eldritch.
But also it has hex. So
And
do
attack
another
sucks
D6.
damage.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a critical.
Yeah.
Wah, 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 wah.
So roll
How
both
much
of those
big
and double.
damage? 'Cause that's probably good to it.
16.
Double. 16.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you fucked this thing up.
Good job.
Same kind of yellow viscous ooze pours out of its mouth as it flops to the ground.
Don't you
You
heal?
don't hear any more of the rumbles around you.
From that?
The NPCs are still kind of freaking out, but
Should have Hexblades cursed it too.
it seems
Oh.
like the worms are dealt with.
Totally
So
forgot.
it's
Alright, back
Can
to bed,
I
boys.
are we out of combat?
Yes.
yes.
Can I
just as
investigate
sun
the
starts to
ooze?
appear over the horizon.
The
What were you
ooze.
saying?
Ooze.
The ooze coming out of it.
What do you want to do with it?
I don't know.
Bottle it.
Can I bottle it?
I
Lick
have
it,
a
lick it.
canister.
Can I lick it?
I'd like to collect
Yeah,
it.
y'all can do that if you'd like.
I want to investigate.
come
Is
up
there
with
anything? Can we cook the worm meat?
Belly flop onto it.
Worm meat, it's probably going to be kind of toxic to you to eat just with like a passive.
Not if you marinate it.
One.
If I purify it, would it be fine?
Do we know
Probably.
anything about this ooze?
can do
The
same.
ooze, you know that it is a acidic ooze. You can use that if you want to put it on blades and stuff to do
Yeah.
extra damage.
Sure do.
Let's collect some of that ooze.
Sure.
Do they have tails?
I'm gonna
They
give
do
them
have tail
canisters.
spines.
Do
Yeah.
they have teeth?
Do they have barbs on their tails?
Can we make weapons out
So
of the
there's a
teeth?
barb on the tail. The teeth, it's kind of like spines almost.
Yeah.
There's like some larger teeth that are kind of built into their what the fuck do they call them? It's like almost like their jaw that goes around their throat kind
Yeah.
of.
Mhm.
But those are gonna be
The maw.
There's 6 of them.
Cool. There's 4 worms total.
Correct. One is 20 feet underground.
Let's just all drag them out and put them in a pile and then start sorting through it. Those who want to stay up and do it.
Sun's rising at this point, so
So it was late in the night.
yeah, it was the
Yeah.
last check of the night.
So, are we rested?
You've gotten a short rest in.
Cool.
But that was before the
Yep.
fight nonsense, of course.
Cool.
Matt, can I
I'm
spare
gonna
the
warn
dying on
over
the
anyone
2 NPCs?
who is hurt.
Yeah,
Anyone
there's,
with
Thank you.
injuries, come my way.
there's
We'll
2
cast
Can I do
NPCs
extra damage if I add
y'all
that
can
ooze
heal
to my
on.
blade?
Pretty sure Marty took a shit ton of damage too.
Probably have to like put it on and try it.
Just
out
did
first.
touch.
Yeah. Because it's acidic,
Um,
so would it eat away at the blade?
Luckily your blade's magic, so probably
Bloody
not.
people, come my way. We'll heal you all.
So is Healing Spirit a spell?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. If you want to burn the spell on it, you can. I don't know who's actually like fucked up besides the 2 NPCs and then Ivars who got thrashed. a bunch.
Technically, there's 3 NPCs that are just alive. They're not much more than that.
So the 2 that got knocked down at first, one got healed by you and one got healed by Izzy.
It didn't get healed. It's called Save the Dying. So they're stabilized.
I
They're
did
not
heal.
Okay, gotcha. Cool.
So,
So yeah,
I
yeah. If you
stabilized 3 and one's been slightly healed.
if you want to use your Healing Spirit, that'll bring everybody up to 100%.
So did it destroy all the courts?
It destroyed 2 of the cards.
Out of
Ivars, roll me a
4.
d20 for me.
Yeah, you better believe I'll fix them.
You're trying to roll
No.
over a 5.
No modifier.
else?
It's a 15.
No modifier. 15. Okay, so yeah, over a 5 is what you're trying to do. Since it was just a quarter of the carts that was your craft cart. So 2 that weren't fucked up are not your craft cart. But
Dope.
now it's also you're pretty unable to carry as much material as you were.
Cool.
So yeah, you can
we're gonna
gather all
s-
that stuff together.
We're gonna spend some time getting away from worm territory.
after we
You
Take
can
'em
do
apart,
that for
right?
like the movement for the day. Do
Correct.
you want to? So with the worms, what were you looking for on the worms? Just like
I want to collect all their spines. I want to collect all of the tail sections, and we want to gather up ooze and gunk.
roll me survival to try and gather that stuff. Without,
just him?
like, ripping it all up.
I'm gonna have Baron's help.
Okay. Does Baron have some sort of good modifier? I would assume.
I honestly think mine's better, to be honest.
Okay. You can roll yours with advantage then. Roll me some things. Tell me what you get.
Woo! It's a 23.
Okay. You can roll for the 3 other worms too,
Is it what?
since you're doing it twice. Because there's 4 worms. You're trying to gather things from each of the worms. So we'll do 4 checks
Okay. So 23,
with advantage
Or
each time.
with advantage,
Since
okay.
y'all are
23, 23,
cool.
14.
Okay. So
Nat
3,
20.
Okay. Okay.
So 25 and a 23.
Cool.
A lot of 17s.
Down. All right. I will get back to you with all the things that you get from those after the session throughout the week. But we can
Cool.
move on to moving for the day. You said you wanted to move out of one territory.
Correct.
also sounded like y'all wanted to move more towards the east, towards the coast,
Correct.
and not towards where the worm popped out. The worm is, as you know from the little bottle hummingbird that Ivar's has, that the worm was kind of winding its way along the spine to the east, kind of just thrashing about, taking out things that it finds along the way. A quick little glimpse into the hummingbird right now. It can still be tracking if you want, but it's moving its way quite a bit to the east. It has not gone underground yet. What I want to do?
Which one went underground?
It has not gone underground yet. I was saying.
Which one?
If you want to, the giant one along the spine.
Way up in the mountains.
Yeah, the one that your hummingbird was keeping an eye on.
Mm-hmm.
It's still moving to the east, but it has not gone back underground or into the mountain or anything like that at this point. It's just winding its way across, fucking shit up.
Hope this isn't a hive mind situation where it knows what's going on with its lessers, and all of a sudden we find ourselves being attacked by a giant purple worm. I mean,
Don't give him ideas.
What's larger than gargantuan?
Colossal.
We don't need any of that.
Let me double check Colossus.
But we kind of want it.
Yeah, Colossus is the hugest.
It's the biggest, yeah.
So yeah, okay, so it is colossal.
Cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
On
Larger than
our moving away from worm territory,
Mhm.
I'm going to disenchant the jug and enchant another pile of scraps into a similar hummingbird and have it fly out towards the coast.
Okay.
And so
Also,
after
with those scraps,
after
since you
8
were-
hours, I'll check up on it.
when you were carrying a good amount of that scrap metal on those carts, you're gonna not be able to carry all of what you had left. So you're gonna lose at least half of what you were carrying before.
Why?
Since you're down to
Because
the
the
craft
carts
cart and then
We
the
were
regular cart.
hold on. We were maxed out on all of our carts.
Correct.
Really?
Because you had you had like 12 carts or something total worth of like cages and carts. You scrapped all that metal down and like popped it on all the carts that you were dragging with you.
Evan,
instead.
we have one person's weight worth of metal. That's not. That doesn't max out multiple carts.
Why do you only have one person's weight worth of metal?
Because
Is
that's
that
what
what
you
you
told us
wanted
how
to
much
take?
we have.
You had like 600, like it was 100 pounds of
we
steel
had a
per
shit
cage.
ton of metal, dude.
You were only able to take
600
4
is 3 people? Yeah.
There's 200
600.
That's like
Yeah.
that's like 6 people.
No.
But like the carts can hold 200.
Evan, I'm
Most people don't weigh just 100 pounds.
over
This
200
is-
pounds.
Right.
I mean,
You-
IRL.
the NPCs that
Oh,
you're
same.
carrying,
Right.
not so much. But
Sure,
Yeah.
but that's
carts can
3
only
people.
carry 200. They can only carry 200 pounds each. So
Right.
if you had 4,
But the
one of which
slavers
was-
the slavers were carrying multiple people in the carts with metal
yeah,
cages on
and it
top of
was
them.
slowing them down.
That's fine. I don't care how slow the carts go. We
It's
have
going to take you a lot longer
20
to
people
move
with us.
along this.
we'll fucking snow dog them. Like who cares?
Okay. It'll just take you a lot longer to move across the places.
Whatever.
Like you'd be moving at half speed.
Sure.
But the cart itself carries 200 before it gets slowed. So if you wanted to carry more, you could, but you're down to 2 carts.
Wait, why does it
Yeah.
get slowed?
Because there's over 200 pounds of weight on it.
It's just one person.
Right, with one
Yeah,
person
it's
carrying the
carry
cart?
capacity. No, with like people pushing the cart along the way.
Okay, and how many people?
How many do you want on the carts?
No, you tell
The
me.
NPCs are
No,
not going to be
no,
able to do this.
no, you tell me
Telling
how
you
many.
that NPCs are not going to be able to do this. This isn't like a.
They're
oh, I'm
useless?
catching a thing.
They have no
I'm telling you
strength.
that these are
have no
weak
strength?
NPCs that are looking to you for support. They're able to help you with like spears and stuff.
Oh, come on, man. They're not useless.
Brother, this is real life. This is survival situation. We went from 4 carts, one of which was totally dedicated to shop stuff.
One that is still dedicated to
Yeah.
shop stuff.
Carts, yeah, 3 carts carts were dedicated to carrying stuff and people.
No, none of them were carrying people.
Oh yes, 3 of those carts carrying stuff and people.
Bitches can walk now.
No, we've all been walking.
Oh, the carts were carrying people. That's the entire reason why we had all of those carts. We're accompanying NPCs, not us. Not us. We were walking outside or in the back or in the front and doing patrols and shit.
And so we're 95 to 100% of the NPCs. We're also walking along with the carts.
That's what I thought.
And if you can somehow manage to carry 600 pounds worth of metal and fucking 16 NPCs...
Between 4 carts? Yes. 200 pounds is 1 person. They put...
2!
Zach.
They have 2 carts left.
like 2
Zach, do me some simple addition here. When we saw the slavers, every single time, there were more than 2 people in a cart.
3 people, and 4 people pushing them.
With a full cage of metal still on top of it.
Right, no one in the back.
Which
The metal
was
that we took from them
what
was
Evan
the
told
weight
us
that we
was
incorporated.
200 pounds of metal on each cart.
It's a wagon.
Correct.
100 pound of metal on each cart. Carrying capacity
Sure.
is 200 with the cart, or with,
Cool.
with the cage, so 300 pounds. with-
And each person's 100 pounds. They weigh less than Sabina.
They are malnourished
Hey!
people that need your
Hold on. If
assistance.
you weighed
This is
100
the
pounds, Sabina, I'd talk
apocalypse,
to you
bud.
about your like eating disorder.
Yeah, I'd be worried
Like,
about you.
yeah.
It's the apocalypse. They are malnourished, bud.
Yeah,
That's why
but
they
dude,
need your
half
help.
of us are
That's
like
why they
over
need
6
your
feet
help.
tall.
That's why they need more than mayonnaise each.
No, dude, they'll plump up with mayonnaise. I just
not healthy.
this
They'll
dude.
plump up for sure.
this weight just doesn't make sense to me. Is the problem?
Okay. We'll
Like-
figure that out throughout the week. No worries there.
Will we?
It's just a game. Who fucking cares, man?
I do.
How much
I'm
metal do
carrying.
you want? Do you want 80 pounds worth of metal, or do you want 400?
I want 600.
You don't have
Okay.
600 pounds worth of metal.
Why? Where'd it go?
Because you had 600 before the 2 carts got destroyed.
Okay, and then it's on the ground.
And now it's on the ground, and you have 2
Okay.
carts, one of which is a carrying cart, and the other of which is a
Aren't they all carrying cars?
Hold on, no.
crafting cart.
We have 4 carts,
Oh,
2 of which
2
got
of them were just
destroyed.
destroyed.
Correct.
So you have 2 carts left. One
No.
which is your,
4
one
got
which is the
destroyed?
carrying-
No, not 4.
Two
You had
got
4.
destroyed.
2 got destroyed.
We had
That leaves
6.
2 left. You had 4.
Oh, we didn't. We had 4 carts.
You absolutely had 4. We had it marked down last. Check in visuals.
Okay.
bud. I'm telling you, you have 4 carts.
All right.
You got destroyed.
Then I'll
One
spend-
carrying cart.
Then I'll
Thing
spend
about
time
that.
fixing the carts.
That's gonna take at least a day.
We do have extra
Okay.
axles that are.
I have magic as
You
well.
You do have extra axles, but
So
it's
we
gonna
could
take a day
feasibly
per
fix
cart
one
plus
cart. We
food.
could have
So you're gonna
3
have to spend your food for the day, and you're gonna have to spend an extra day's worth of food on everybody since you guys are like hanging out building a cart.
I
And
also
Middle of
another day of
Wurm
food for
territory.
another
hold
day
on.
of cars.
Pause. Pause.
And
Pause.
In the middle of
Pause.
Wurm territory.
Pause. I have at least 4 people's help. Right?
Which 4 people are proficient in this?
They don't have to be proficient to take the help action, Evan.
They need to be like at least skilled in how to like make
In
a cart.
holding
You're an
something in
artificer.
place? Well, I do the like technical things? I don't think so.
They
Oh, you're
can
trying
help
to
you.
break
It's
it
still,
down to
it's still
semantics.
gonna take you.
No,
a day.
I think
Because
Ida
it's,
can
like,
just hold something heavy as I like put things together and mend
it's
them.
splintered wood currently. So like
Like
you're
you
going
wanna
have to-
talk realism, but then we
I
can't
do wanna
like
talk
hold
realism,
things.
bud. I'm not
Like,
here
come
to
on.
simulate. I don't give a fuck about that. But like, if it's a splintered cart, how are you rebuilding this cart? That's
Mending.
Just been destroyed.
Mending.
So that's gonna,
Over
it's
8
gonna take
hours.
Spells.
Right,
Right?
over 8
You have to
hours.
use spells,
I have
so
an unlimited
long
amount of
rest.
mending.
Mending.
Which is gonna take a day.
Oh, sick. We have 2 people who can cast mending.
So that's 1 day to build a cart.
Mine's is a cantrip.
A full cart?
Yes. So you're gonna have to gather all of these puzzle pieces and put them
Why
together.
the
and
fuck
then
am I
bend
playing an
them
artificer?
together.
Dude, you are just so
'Cause you're
concerned
making
about
hummingbirds.
carts, bro. Some metal. We have way more metal than we have to. Like, what are we gonna do? Even if we half the amount of metal that we're taking, right? 100 pounds of metal. What are we gonna do?
Dude, that's not.
300 pounds of raw metal.
You know that's not much metal, right?
Yeah, that's not a lot
How
of
much?
metal.
How much
I'm
metal are
very
you trying to
aware.
make with?
Yeah.
What are we gonna
It's
turn
not
it
a lot of
into
metal.
It could be
outside of-
armor. We could turn it
You're
into
asking, what are
armor.
you trying to
Have
make?
any ability to turn that into armor?
Yes,
past
when
leather
we're
or
not in
Territory,
fucking
yeah.
worm territory.
Okay, so you want to take 5 days to turn an entire 300 pounds of metal into fucking armor for 5 NPCs?
No,
In
I'm
worm
wearing.
territory?
No, I'm wearing one of them, and probably 2 of you are wearing at least 2 other ones, and then we've
I
got.
can't, so that's cool, but I'm
I didn't
glad
say
that the
you.
people-
We have a bunch of other players in this party.
We do, but 300 extra pounds of metal that we're not carrying right now, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta move outside of worm territory.
That's
Unless you
fine.
wanna keep coming up with this situation.
No, that's fine. Let me see how much.
Resources right now.
Let me see how much a bag of holding holds.
Do we have a bag of holding?
I can make a bag of holding in a second.
You can. Yeah.
In
there
a
you
hot
go.
second.
5th edition
Then
rules.
why are you complaining?
Because I don't want to. Because I should
Use your
just.
magic spells then. Use your
No,
magic
because I
spells.
should just be able to
Solve
make.
it with your magic. You have magic spells to solve all of your problems, and you
Yeah,
don't
that's
want to deal
fuck-
with your consequences.
Mommy,
Shit the
Daddy,
DM doesn't
stop
Again.
care
it.
about.
Again,
It's done.
I just want to be able to use a cart for what the fucking cart should be used for, and
Two
then
carts
use
would be
this.
fine. You can
Got
spend a
exploded
day
by
building a
worms.
cart if you want.
Dope. We still have a cart and a
You
second
have 2
cart.
carts. One cart that's
Yep.
crafting, one cart that's carrying at least.
Yeah, that's carrying half of the materials.
That's carrying
gonna
at
have
least
to
200
walk.
pounds of material. You can do 300 if you'd like.
Cool.
PZs are gonna have to walk. There's no more
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
getting carted around.
I didn't
what
even know
I'm
they
saying.
were getting carted around. I thought everyone was walking. Alright, how much does this thing hold?
I think a bag of holding can carry like 500 or something like that. Let me.
Oh, even
Google
better.
it up.
Yeah, it can hold 500 pounds. Great.
50 cubic meters or 50 cubic feet or whatever it
Or
is.
feet
Some shit.
deep,
64 cubic feet.
64 cubic feet.
500
That weighs
pounds.
15 pounds. Yeah, hold up to 500 pounds.
Yep.
Not exceeding volume.
The
That's fine.
the thopter that was
You do
flying
have
over the
64
giant
cubic feet.
thopter that was flying over the giant worm is dispelled, and I make a bag of holding, and I put the rest of whatever was in the other carts in the bag of holding.
Cool. And we're off. We'll
Cool.
end the session there because.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Hey man, I'm just saying, I'd rather use mundane fucking carts that we've got
I
we had
get
an
that you
abundance of, and Mr. Fix It being able to fix things if they're all still there.
Worm territory might not be the place to do it, but you are willing to do that if you would like. It's just going to take an extra day. You still have to spend
that's
today's
fine.
rations, today's water, all that stuff. I don't know how much you guys even have of that. Do we have the list of all that stuff?
Ida and Izzy,
Brigade.
no.
Yeah.
And
Wait a
Have
second.
the food.
I think
we
Izzy's
have the
got
water.
both sheets.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, wait. Let me open that one.
If you
and
have
see if it's on there.
Because we got to spend the day's worth of food and the day's worth of water. I think you have plenty of water from.
We have like the automatic water. I don't think it's on here.
Okay. We can deal with that next session then, because it's that day.
But we're pretty low.
Right.
Pretty sure.
So that's where like spending extra time rebuilding a puzzle cart might not be optimal.
Dude, I can't generate food anyway, so it's actually quite optimal for me.
You can hunt for food, but that's up to you guys what you guys want to do. We'll deal with that next time. Nobody
We've got-
dies all the
See
way.
ya.
Alright, later.
Good game.
Brutal.
We are in Denuma. We can idle chat. We can talk about statistics and bullshit. We're not going to take any more like game actions.
That's fine.
Cool, yeah.
I got mayonnaise for days. I'll still prove it to you that I can live off of mayonnaise for at least 2 days before.
We're gonna
Before
get you
problems.
a giant fucking like 10-gallon jug of mayonnaise, and you're gonna
Bet.
sit there and eat that for a day
Bet.
I want a TikTok of Marty surviving on mayonnaise.
Bet.
for as long as you can.
No,
You're not
live
allowed to
stream.
eat anything but
Bet.
mayonnaise
Absolutely.
Live stream on Twitch, only
until
eating
you
mayonnaise.
stop.
I'll
This
live
is
stream
what-
Twitch,
it's,
TikTok,
just go to
YouTube,
Wurm's.
every platform.
Super
If you
size
do
and
$1
super
per
mayonnaise
spoonful,
me.
I'll chip out $20 right now.
Just to prove a fucking point. Bet.
Mayonnaise challenge.
This is
Then we'll get a
literally fucking.
then we'll get a cart.
barbarianism, but it's
Take
mayo.
20.
Then we'll get a cart and just put kettlebells on it until it breaks, just to see how much weight a fucking cart will carry.
It's
Right?
probably Super
Well,
mayonnaise.
Jesus.
Bet.
Disgusting.
Dude, I'm pretty sure a cart's carrying capacity is like 1,200 pounds. What are
We're
you
gonna figure
talking
it
about?
out. We're gonna figure it out.
200, but guess what?
Also, it
I'm
depends
in
on who's
DM, and
pulling
if
the
he
cart.
says 200, it's 200.
Yeah.
He said small cart.
No offense, but it's D&D still, man. The rules are arbitrary when it comes to the DM. You know?
I just want consistency, man.
It's a special card
Consistency
that can
sucks
only.
in D&D, bro.
It doesn't.
It's never. If
It
we
doesn't.
wanted to spend all your.
Okay, if
all
I hear
your
the word
campaign-
cart, you are all in trouble. We're not talking about carts anymore.
It's cool.
All
I'm
right.
fine. I'm good.
Arts.
No, fuck you.
So yes.
Jugs, you're in timeout.
Without
Yeah,
saying the
you're
word,
done. You're
a
done.
I said darts.
capacity is
The
200.
forbidden word.
Did not say it.
But do we have a bag of holding now?
Yeah. And it's half full of metal.
And I am in it.
It's a metal. I'm
Yeah.
just like imagining
Half
it
full of
like,
metal, half full of Izzy.
it's
Fast.
raging.
Yeah.
It's like in there, like going hard. It's a
Yeah.
mosh pit in there.
We'll keep a couple
10
NPCs
minutes
in.
of oxygen. per
Yeah. 8
half
minutes at a
the
time.
people.
We'll put NPCs in it.
One NPC. Love it.
Children. 2 children at a time. You know my track record.
You only have one child with you currently.
Oh,
yours.
perfect. Easy.
You left the other with the hag.
Whoa. Hey.
Yay.
She was a nice
She
lady.
was.
Hey,
She was
That
nice.
was
She
my
wasn't a
ideal
bad hag.
lifestyle. You better not
She
start
was?
calling me.
She was
Okay.
alright.
I mean, she was helping children and trying to help people get out.
Or
of town
stealing
before they
them,
got massacred.
depending on how you look at it.
Low-key kidnapped them, but you know.
High
Child
key, the
theft.
bishop was definitely a warlock that
Yeah,
was
worse.
influencing
Yeah.
people and taking.
Oh, do you have a
very
problem
much.
with warlocks?
Fuck their parents' consent.
With
Oh yeah,
that
wait.
Are we
specific
racist
warlock,
against
it was-
warlocks now?
Classist.
Whoa, that's not-
Warlock
Classist?
was like taking advantage of people. Yes. Are you
Classist.
taking advantage of people? If you are, then we have a problem with you.
I've got
It could be
a
any
problem
of you
with
classes.
physics.
Any of you
He
classes
was-
you
he
could do
was
it. Don't
practically
put it on the
leader of
warlocks.
Scientology, but just happened to be in a rundown village.
Yeah.
like,
Not
he
even
was using
Scientology.
God
Way
and
smaller.
warlock magic to control people. Like,
You cannot
Not
leave.
cool.
You have to believe what I do. You're brainwashed.
I mean, I guess like, what's your alignment? That
Same.
can
I don't know.
influence that a bit,
I
right?
thought
Figuring
you
it
didn't
out.
give a shit about alignment.
Just asking, like,
Or
what would you
do
consider
you?
it? Would you consider yourself
Right.
evil?
Now he does.
Like, if so, like, maybe he wasn't so bad of a dude.
I mean, he seemed to be doing all right before we got there.
Well,
Yeah,
I
he
feel like
was
if
doing
you were
alright.
evil, you could recognize he was a bad guy, but you're like, bad guys are a good thing. But he's still a bad guy whether you're evil or not.
Everybody has to survive.
Yeah. Yeah. See,
Speaking of,
chaotic over there.
I just had a
Speaking of
jail
what?
crates and metal and all that. I just had a jailbreak. I put the puppy down to sleep. All of a
Oh,
sudden,
nice.
he's in my living room. I don't know how that happened, but he opened the crate.
It's getting bigger.
Atta
He's jumping
boy,
out.
get it. For your
Harry
freedom.
Potter
I
over there
think he
can
had help.
escape from whatever. Guardian Leviosa.
Marty, if you are looking up carts, I swear to God,
Which
I'll-
cards is you looking up?
It
Cards.
says mounts and vehicles over there on the computer.
Yes.
I'll bring it up tomorrow.
Oh, the omelet.
My
Average Amish cart can hold 12,000 pounds.
These aren't
I thought you said cards, like magic cards.
I want to make my carts fly and carry 12,000 pounds.
How are you gonna
And
make them carry
I want to do it with
12,000
spit, bubble gum, and some scrap metal.
That is what the artificer
like-
was created for.
Absolutely.
True. That's what the artificer
I
is
can't
trying
do
to
much
do.
else.
Impossible situations with silly stuff.
Absolutely. 100%.
Use your spells and you can do it.
Dude, what spells?
Exactly.
Oh.
Figure it out.
You
Sick.
keep wasting them.
Wasting what?
You're making hummingbirds, bud.
Those aren't spells.
Watering jugs that produce mayonnaise. That's what you're doing.
You're right. We should just let everyone starve. Kat, you cool with that?
Not saying you should let
Oh
everybody
no,
starve.
I'm laughing at the fact that you have 2 jar hummingbirds flying around and a thing that's making mayonnaise for us. You're concerned about carts.
Well, no. Actually,
No, it's
we don't have anything making food or water anymore. We have one
But we got
jar.
rid of the mayonnaise.
I can only have 2 things active, and now one's a bag of holding. So if you want carts to work, you better hope no one starves.
We're not talking about
The
carts.
hunting thing is far more feasible for a couple
Is it?
people who have been trained.
Have you
with
been
spears.
keeping track of how successful of hunting we've been doing?
Well,
How many times have you taken the NPCs out to hunt with us?
To be fair,
Every
yeah, there's
time.
That and also none of the times yet.
We've
Oh, we
definitely
take
taken them
like
out.
2 people.
We've 100% taken them out with us.
Like old Yeller style.
Took half the group out once.
Or maybe like once or twice, I think.
At least
I think it was
twice.
Once or twice.
At least
And
twice.
It was more profitable.
Yep.
And
I
more
didn't
people
see an
helping.
uptick.
There was.
It was like,
You
we got like
rolled.
1 or 2 more
Trying to
rations.
hunt for like squirrels and rabbits and shit, dude. Like, what do you expect us to find?
Right.
A deer?
Found
Yeah,
a full
sometimes.
fledged
So what I'm hearing
Definitely
is that the
herd elk.
NPCs are the problem.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to feed a village on the move.
What if we feed the village to ourselves?
Hey,
The village.
one decided
mean-
to take an entire village's worth of people with us as we ventured. I don't know who anymore.
So we've just been
Someone said, "Hey."
carrying our food source. We've been keeping alive our
It-
food source.
It
fattening up with
was
them-
like 4 of
fattening-
us who agreed
with
to bring
mayo.
people with us.
I'm just saying.
No, I'm all about being
It's
like
literally
the
the
savior
initial
and everything,
premise.
but
And we're
trying
Yeah.
to incorporate that many people into a survival situation is way different than just playing D&D.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
You said
everything's
you had,
D&D.
like, Purify or something, right?
D&D is life.
So if
Absolutely.
you want to spend the day,
Carts
is
are
Purify
D&D.
like a cantrip or is it a spell?
It's a spell.
Okay.
I have to spend a spell slot to do the
No more
purify
carts.
food and water, but I
Purify
can do
food
the
and
same
water.
thing.
Okay, because like you did kill those 4 worms that you still have.
Yeah. Let me
And
see.
purify those. You could probably use those as food.
Yeah, how many
For
days?
A little bit. We'll see. Like you guys got some good rolls on the hunting, so I'll give you how much food you have, and then if you purify X amount of it, I don't know if purify food and water has
It
like
definitely has a
to it.
limit.
It's a 5
Right.
foot radius
Yeah.
of food.
Okay.
Not enough. Not enough.
We can make a pile.
Or wait.
Yeah,
oh, that's
you
a
can
decent
make a
amount of
pile
food.
though. Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
a
that's
decent amount,
of
but
food.
like I'll calculate how much you get from these big ass purple worms.
I'll
with
die on the
rolls,
pile
with
hill,
good
too.
Rolls. You'll fucking purify it, and then that's a decent amount of food that you can use on a cart now that you can carry it on a cart. Since
On
the
what
other one is
cart?
Carrying all the metal. You have one cart that's carrying
What
cart and
metal?
one cart that is a crafting cart.
Yeah, crafting
All of
cart's
the
carrying the
metal.
metal. The other cart's totally empty now.
I just say, can we be a little bit
I
more
thought the
like
metal was in the bag.
Mongolians?
It is in the bag.
That's why they won all these wars.
And 100 of it's on the crafting cart.
That's true.
What do you mean?
That's-
the metal was in the bag.
Evan, that's a barbell.
500 pounds of the metal. The other 100 is
500
on
pounds is a barbell?
No, 100 pounds is a barbell.
It's a fucking big ass
Yeah.
barbell.
It's not that big.
Wait.
You should go to the gym, bud. It's not that big of a
Like
barbell.
100 pounds is like a
barbell is pretty
10-year-old.
fucking big.
Is
No,
it
yeah,
metal
it's
or is
probably
it
50
sand and
pounds.
rubber?
it's still 100 pounds, bud.
Dude, I don't think you understand, like
Like, okay,
material.
you can carry
properties.
one, like, per person. We could carry a 100-pound person on our back. Like, each
We would
person.
all love bags of holding, but guess what? The only person who can make them for us is one person, and they can only enchant 2 things at one time.
Correct. So 500 pounds of it are taken care of.
Send
Very
me a
cool.
photo of 100 pounds of steel.
Come to my gym. I'll carry it around for you.
Hey,
Send me
Evan,
a
come over
physical
right
photo.
now. We'll show you 100 pounds.
Standard barbell.
Where do you
is
have
45
pounds?
pounds.
Do you need the address? We can steal a stop sign. Want to come over and steal?
Dude,
Steal a stop sign?
100 pounds of steel is gonna be 3 inches tall and 14 inches in diameter.
It's still
Cylinder.
100 pounds. Did you
Correct.
want to put it all in the bag, or did you want to?
No, I just
3
said
inches
5.
tall?
We max out the bag.
Wait, 3 inches doesn't sound right.
No, it's 3 inches tall.
sound right.
245s is less than that because there's negative space as well. So if you make it solid, 3 inches tall, 14 inches diameter. Promise. I will bet a lot of money on this.
Wait, how thick do you think a 45 is?
There's negative
Also-
space. It's not solid all the way across. It's not a solid, perfect
Okay.
cylinder.
Okay, that's fair.
Right.
Fair.
I don't know. Whatever.
I do. Damn it.
Right. Right. Who fucking cares, man?
I
Have as
do.
much steel as
I'm
you
dying
want.
on this hill.
It's a game.
Fight me.
I don't care.
Marty's picking the pieces. Oh,
Yeah.
let the pieces be picked, I guess. Let's try it. Let's try it out.
Like-
So,
And this is
Calculated
this
out
is my
however you
character's
want,
thing,
send it
man.
my way.
Mommy and Daddy
I'll
need
send
to
you
go to
the fucking
therapy.
food you got.
I do go to therapy.
You need to
Dad's
go
gotta
to
go to
therapy.
been
therapy.
diving
Daddy.
into inches thick as far as materials went, and HP as far as hardness goes. As you know, in Marty's
Sure.
campaign didn't.
Mommy says 3 inches.
That's fine.
Daddy says 6. Therapy.
Yeah, we've been married for like 2
You
months.
guys thing.
We're coming up to our first fight.
Wow.
Honeymoon's
Only 2
over.
months?
Honeymoon's
Have
over.
your,
Wow.
Dr. Phil, I hear he's a pretty solid dude to visit.
Jerry
I
Springer.
think the opposite.
Fun.
Very much licensed.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah, totally legit. What could go
Very
wrong?
legitimate.
Going to bed. You guys have a good night.
Yep, later.
Have a good night. You
Thanks,
too.
dude. Night.
Jesus.
I'm telling you, man.
No.
You
Stop.
get an
Stop.
artificer
So
in the
funny.
group.
Stop.
I'm bringing the physics numbers. I'll do calculations if you need
we
me
just
to.
give him another drink so he has something to do with his mouth.
Jeez.
Wink.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
I can keep my mouth busy in multiple ways, thank you,
That is. I would hope so.
ladies and gentlemen. Kings, queens, and emperors.
Oh, I like that one. That's a good one.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh. Mm.
My God, it's not even midnight. Get the fuck out of here.
11:38, and we're missing 2 of the people who have a lot of information. This is
Ida
a-
and Baron?
Ira has all the food, so like before you get too far.
We have her sheet though.
but it doesn't have the food on it.
Oh no.
It's only the first
Right.
sheet.
Oh okay. I didn't look at it.
Yeah. I think the food stuff is documented somewhere else.
That's fair. I know we were.
Almost lost mine. That would have been a travesty.
I know we were going negative. Like it wasn't sustainable how much we were making, and it's never been sustainable.
Oh yeah,
It's
obviously.
not. Yeah,
Okay,
it's like you get.
I will
food
say
for
this
the
again.
day.
We should be more like the Mongolians.
Fuck people?
They were the first people who
Kill
were...
everyone
Kill and
that we
fuck?
find and take all their shit.
No. Wait, so,
Yeah,
no.
trigger warning.
One fact about the Mongolians, the reason why they won, they had lesser numbers, but they didn't have to carry around so many supplies because
And they took
had
everything they ran into, and there were a ton of places that they ran into.
No, I know,
carry
but
anything
they were
in.
one of the first people to have a tolerance to milk products, and so they carried around goats with them, and they ate a lot of cheese and milk, which allowed them to sustain themselves, unlike the Chinese who had to carry around all of this food for their soldiers. And it slowed them down.
I'm not
The
gonna
Mongolians
tolerate this
also
Chinese hate here.
pillaged everything
So
and
it's
took
just
slaves and
So
ate
But I'm not
slaves.
talking
people
about that part.
and
I
so
said
we should
horses.
eat people.
I didn't say be the Mongolians. I said be more like.
I heard eat
You're
people,
right.
take
You'll be
slaves.
enslaving all our villagers.
Be a slaver. Right?
I know. Cat over here has been running
That's definitely the moral high ground.
a mask the whole time.
Hey, whatever it
Secretly
takes to
she's a
survive.
flavor. She actually knows all these guys we've been running into and just hasn't said anything about it. I knew it. I knew it.
They call on
So
me. really.
obvious.
I smelled it a mile away.
Sacrifices in good health.
Changes it to chill music. All right.
Trying to set a mood, bud.
Hey, your fucking lights aren't working anymore. They were working great until they're like, "Hey, I have
can't see why they're not working.
I have
so don't know.
800 firmware updates to do."
Colorblind. Let me just tell you, Evan, they don't work together.
Physically can't see them because he doesn't have his camera on.
Hey, hold up.
But
I'm trying to
if
fix that.
everything's updating, it takes a while. I don't know.
It's updated.
It's working for me.
Wow, look at that zoom.
All
part
the
is in-
way.
What's
Which
up,
part
fam?
is it on
Boards.
updating?
Dude, I don't fucking know. It keeps saying firmware update. Like over and over, and then it's like, retry.
It might be because you're streaming and using a lot of bandwidth right now.
No, sir. False.
I'm
I'm not
just-
even hooked up to Wi-Fi.
Okay. That could also be it.
So
It's not.
Cool.
It's not. I promise.
Evan,
John,
you
just-
have a pinkish red
All
light,
that
a
ideas.
yellowy green light, and blue light. Could we like
I
create-
don't fucking care. Here, wait a second. Let me make it worse.
cohesive or
Yeah.
something?
Can I get flashing magenta and green? Can I
Purple-
get flashing
Purple.
gray and other gray?
We can do.
Can I just say I hate that Barney has ruined colors for me.
What did
Just
Barney?
Yeah,
Right.
it sucks for you, man. Purple and green's still
What?
dope.
Yeah.
I grew up with
The
Barney,
best.
and it's still dope for me. So
I mean, I have a video that I'm in with me and Barney, so
Like the original Barney?
yeah.
I
It's
think
like
I was
one of
on
the
that show
favorite
too,
postings for-
when I was like this big.
The fetus?
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Is that
No,
full
for your
rainbow?
birthday, you could get a birthday tape
It's just
and like
Aurora.
superimpose your
RGB?
face onto a cartoon child with Barney. It's great.
Perfect.
I own this VCR.
So what I'm hearing is we need a horse for our carts.
Or
Video
goats,
cassette
apparently,
tape.
to
A
make
horse
cheese
could
and goat
probably help pull carts.
A what could
Are you
help?
gonna find the horse?
Yeah, I have no idea where we have not seen a
Actually,
horse
I
yet.
prefer a mule. I just feel like they're more versatile.
We
Can we
haven't
seduce
seen-
the worm to carry our carts?
We haven't seen anything but people.
You sell worms. And you're catching like frogs and
Yeah.
little rodents and shit to feed yourself.
We haven't seen anything but humans for hundreds of miles over months.
Humans
Wait,
and
what is
rodents and
food
like
that
little
would be?
things.
Yeah, but those aren't
Rodents
counting,
and,
Evan.
and frogs
Those
and
don't.
shit, like little stuff. That's why you're
Right.
not able to pull in a whole bunch. Like it's a desert. What kind
In
of deer are
France?
you finding in the desert?
I thought we were in a swamp.
I thought we were in a
It was
swamp
a
too.
swamp.
Dried
and
up-
it drained.
Right.
So like they're not gonna just like stick around and be
It-
like, oh yeah, this is fine.
It drained like
vegetation
2
here."
weeks ago. Like,
And
not
it's
even.
fucking dry.
Less than 2 weeks
I'm
ago.
telling ya, it's not hospitable.
Sure.
Switching it up, bud.
No. I'm not
So,
disagreeing.
can we get some horses?
Yeah. Can I craft a
Wait,
horse?
if it's the desert, can we just like
The
roast
horse-
together a ton of rabbits?
Can I athletics check a horse into existence?
Can I transform into a horse with an
Insight
strong
check.
athletics
Listen,
chest?
Dren can make dirt rats. Like
We should just
giant
No.
invite us to
rats.
the
I
They
don't know
last
what
like
you
6
can-
minutes.
I don't know, man.
I don't
I
either.
don't know what your skills are. Some people can just manifest a horse.
What do you mean?
Manifest
There's
big
only like
boots.
8 skills in 5e.
That's 8 skills that you are continually surprised at what skills are in 5e.
You're right.
You didn't know that
You know what,
cleave
Evan?
was
You're
a
right.
thing.
Right. Things are scarce. It's
No, they
hard to
call
find.
cleave something else
Send
now.
us a dragon that can pull carts.
The only
Dragons.
the only
Oh,
iteration
Can we
of
seduce
Magic
the dragon?
That would be a
Weapon
bad
Master.
idea for you.
Yeah,
no,
what could
I
go
mean,
wrong?
A dragon that pulls carts that's domesticated.
What could go wrong?
Can we just
domesticated?
Domesticated.
all get on
That's
the
a
dragon?
good joke.
Yeah, you can try and domesticate it.
I feel like
Try.
convincing it to help us would be easier.
Yeah, I think
That
we
would
can make a
also be
deal
fairly
with it
harsh.
before
Yeah.
domesticating it.
Bribe the horse into helping us.
Absolutely.
Grab the horse
I've got
and
a
make this
whole lot of
horse.
mayonnaise for you, bud.
We
You ever
could
had
at
mayonnaise
least-
before?
Ask it to help us
No.
find a horse.
You're manifesting this dragon to try and find a horse. What is happening?
Yeah, it could just fly, pick it up,
flies around, finds a
and then
horse.
drop it off
Then
by the
brings us
carts.
back to where we started.
Closest thing you saw was a colossal purple worm.
Guys, if
That's
you
not my
Sounds
fault.
What I hear is
Make us a
Sounds
dragon.
like a dragon to me.
could go into a
Basically.
cocoon, grow wings, and kind of like butterfly its way into a dragon.
Guys.
Yeah, worms are just butterflies before
Guys.
they're butterflies.
if you give me 200 uninterrupted days, I could build us a horse.
No.
How about no?
Yeah, make sure it's
What could go
right
wrong?
near where the,
You could
where
ride
the-
on one
where
of the
worms
carts,
hang
but
out,
you know we
too.
can't use the.
Don't you think the
carts to carry
DM
people
won't
anymore.
interrupt us for 200 days?
You could.
Of
Now
course.
that We've established
Every
such
day.
a safe community, we have nowhere to go.
Right. What could go wrong?
Actually,
I'm
by this
telling
point,
you,
could
we
just
are
invent a
carrying
car.
around our food source.
I mean,
Or what if you made it a pedal cart? You like we take turns and we're like pedaling.
So like a
Sure.
bicycle cart?
That's an example.
how many days does that take for me to do that? Does Evan let me do that?
Wait, were bicycles even a thing in medieval times?
They are now. Was magic a thing in medieval times?
Oh, it's
sure
D&D.
wasn't.
Shut up.
Sure wasn't.
100% it was.
It's like
Okay.
one of those like carts in the city, right? Where like 4 people sit there and they pedal and
Sure.
it moves the whole cart.
Those carts made of like
Fucking bar cart?
aluminum
Yeah.
that are easy to ride around.
I don't need it to go.
Wood and steel.
I don't need it to
They
be
could
street
wooden.
legal.
They could be wooden bicycles.
They can still get pushed.
It'll be real clunky and slow.
How many NPCs do we have?
16
Right.
apparently.
Exactly.
You saved them all.
Exactly.
You saved them all.
We have 16 food.
Halloween one time, I saw an 8
The
person
worms were
like,
clearing them out, and you're like, no.
with a cart.
Right, I know. People
Let me-
kept saving the people who were dying, and I was like, no.
Let's see what the push
stop.
weight is per
They're dead.
Ask again, what is the alignment?
per strength modifier. Do they have that in 5e? Is that a chart, or do they just like wing everything?
No, because we can
They
wing
didn't
it.
wing
'cause who
anything
needs
in
a fucking
5e.
chart?
They wing
We're telling a
everything.
They did
Who
not
cares?
wing. They left it open-ended on
I will
purpose.
compromise for some
Right, so
husky.
that a cart can only hold 200 pounds regardless of what's pulling it.
Alright.
Right.
How much of a simulation do you want?
Everybody.
Christ, I thought the conversation was over.
Oh no, we lost another
It's-
one.
It's straight up done.
See ya, Jugs.
Listen, if you want to do calculations and like intricacies, we'll play vintage.
We do.
Dungeons.
We
and Dragons
fucking do,
story.
Evan.
Then we'll do it then. We will worry about carts when we're playing vintage.
Hey man,
How many carts do I have to cast in a turn to win?
you wanna bring survivalism in?
Stop, guys.
I'm weighing
You both
things.
have big dicks. Stop it.
I have the smallest dick in this
Small
group.
little
How
dick.
dare you?
No, not as
How
big.
dare you? I
Yes,
beat you
so-
to it.